Did you hear the news that Zillow will now be buying and selling properties? If you heard the CNBC interview with CEO Spencer, if you got questions about what it means, or you just want to learn more, check out the next episode of Tom's Take right now to get all the details. I'm Tom Toole. Welcome to Tom's Take. Always grateful for anyone that tunes in and watches the content we're putting out there to help educate people about the real estate market. There was some big news coming out of real estate mega site Zillow, based out of Seattle last week, that they will now start buying and selling properties as part of their instant offers program. So we did a video and a show about this last year in the summer, I want to say, without looking at the notes, about Zillow instant offers. What Zillow instant offers are, and let me just brief everyone real quickly, it's another option for a seller to sell their home. And they can post their home as an instant offer candidate. Within 48 hours, they'll get a turnaround with a CMA prepared by a premier agent, as well as offers from investors based on what they think the home is going to be worth. So that's not the right sale for everyone, but it can be a little more seamless, a little easier, and not carry the hassles that a retail sale, when you take the home to the marketplace, can really, you run into pretty frequently. So that's the advantage there. That being said, what the buying and selling of homes mean is that Zillow's now going to become an investor in the marketplace. I've talked to my people over there. I have some really good contacts, had a one-on-one conversation with them, so I've done the research. And despite what a lot of agents think, which I'll get into in a second, they are not looking to replace agents in the transaction. In fact, they will be using premier agents with Zillow to buy and sell these properties. So it's the complete opposite of what many in the real estate community think. And by real estate community, I'm talking about agents in the marketplace. They are literally freaking out right now, losing their minds that Zillow's trying to cut people out of the transaction. And I see the total opposite. And when I say cut people, I'm talking about cut out agents and Zillow potentially becoming a brokerage. And that is simply not the case from all the information I've gathered, from the research I've done, and from the conversations I've had. Rather, they see an opportunity for a fix and flip. If I could tell you how many people call me and call our team about getting a fix and flip opportunity and looking to buy a home, turn it around and sell it and make a profit, the list would be exponentially long. So this is not anything that's not being done in the marketplace. Zillow's looking to participate. Just like a lot of agents participate in investing in real estate. I invest in real estate. Members of our team invest in real estate. Other companies and funds around the country invest in real estate. Zillow is doing nothing different here, and they're going to be using agents to do it. So don't believe the hype and the nonsense that you're hearing from a lot of people in the real estate community. There was a survey done in June of 2017 after the Instant Offers program came out, where 87% of the agents felt that Zillow was trying to become a brokerage. And I could not disagree with that more. So I want to make sure everyone's clear on what I'm seeing here in the research that I've done personally to bring the value to you, the consumer. So what does this mean for buyers and sellers? Well, for sellers, it's very clear that not everyone and not every seller is going to want the traditional retail sale where you bring it to the market, you parade people through, you have a mega open house, you do all this marketing, which to me is very clearly the way to get the maximum price. Some sellers, they value terms, the lack of hassles, the as-is sort of transaction, those terms that come along with the agreement, just as much, if not more, than the price. And that's going to be more important to them because there's price and there's terms in every transaction. So this is giving sellers another option to sell their home. Maybe it's a distressed sale. Maybe the place needs a ton of work. It's an estate and the executor lives across the country. Maybe they want that easier option. And that's just one example. Maybe the place is in disrepair. All those things that happen pretty frequently in the real estate transactions and the real estate market, this gives sellers another option to make it easier. Buyers, what this means for you is that keep your eye on the market, keep your eye on Zillow and these other different sites to see what opportunities are going to be out there. And most importantly, regardless if you want to go with an instant offer situation if you're a seller, or if you want to go through and actually have Zillow buy the home, I would highly encourage you to talk to an agent who understands your local market to give you a second opinion So before you do anything, you can get the right information and make the best decision possible for you and your family. So no, Zillow is not trying to become a brokerage. They are not trying to cut out agents. In fact, it's the opposite. Their anticipated number of transactions this year, according to Spencer, their CEO, in the CNBC interview he did last week, is between 300 and 1,000. So you're not looking at massive numbers here. That's a lot of transactions, don't get me wrong, but think about Zillow's reach across the country. So no need to freak out. This is another investor entering the marketplace, and they also happen to advertise real estate. Nothing to be concerned about here. If you got questions or you want to know what your options are and how viable this is for you, ping us on social. You know how to get in touch with me. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next week, and appreciate you tuning in, as always, to Tom's Take. Have a great week, everyone.